Podcasts machen voll Bock, ey.
I was there in 2005 for the European Championships, and one thing that stuck in my mind, and I know I'm going to butcher the name, is the Kalemegdan.
Yeah, Kalemegdan Fortress,
and
yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday, we went up there and I saw the courts of Partizan and Red Star, and I was just dumbfounded to see this castle. And
beautiful, right between, like, inside of Fortress, you know. Me being young in a junior team of Partizan, have a chance to every summer practice on that court. Fun memory, you know, going to really downtown, walking through the central streets, and then just changing yourself in a small locker room there on a court and practicing outside with the light in the night. And a lot of fans come sometimes just walking around, sit and watch kids practicing. It's nice. Yeah, beautiful, really.
Yeah, there was something that's really just blew my mind, because I researched it afterwards, after seeing it, and it was the cradle of basketball in Serbia, right?
Yeah. So back in the days, they basically the other court, the Red Star court, was the court where used to be like all the games played there, you know, on an open air, you know. So, but right now they're using it more for having some basketball camps. I know that Bogdan Bogdanovic, my teammate from national team, had some basketball camps during the summer, and then young guys practicing when weather outside is nice. But it's just there. It's just beautiful to see how you, like you said, just to see it when you walk through the city, through the old part of the city.
Yeah, I remember that there were like older people in the stands just watching random kids play and just kind of critiquing them and kind of talking about the games. It was basketball heaven for me, actually.
It's nice. I mean, we also had every season the presentation of the club was basically there, so a lot of fans come to welcome the new guys and welcome the team for the upcoming season. And you know how it is with the fans in Belgrade, being ultra fans with all the things they are doing. It was always crazy, you know. That my last year in Partizan, being the captain, I had some speech in front of everybody, and it was nice, you know. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was crazy to me that you had like Partizan and Red Star right next to each other, and you know the rivalry and know what's going on when the two play each other. Was there ever any problems between like a youth team to whatever?
No, I'm kidding. I really never had a problem with anything. Okay, of course, during the games and derby matches, it's always the high tension in between the teams, a lot of pressure around us. It's usually back in the days when I play in Partizan, we always had a lot of young guys. You know, it's easy to handle that type of pressure which is around you the day before a derby game and during the game. But I really never had any bad experience like off the court. Many times, of course, I met a lot of Red Star fans in the city and never had any problem. I think it's the players are basically untouchable. There is some code there which is good, that fans are not doing nothing to the players. You know, it's just basically everything what happened during the game, that 40 minutes, and still everything stays on the court. I mean, players are completely safe there and on the court and off the court. But the atmosphere around is amazing. I really enjoyed playing there and growing up in that kind of surroundings.
Did Bayern mean anything to you? Are you a soccer fan? Was it some mystique about the club?
Not really. Honestly, not really. I mean, I like to watch the soccer, but it was always, Premier League was always in a focus, let's say, for me. Obviously, I knew about the players, I knew about the tradition, the history, how big a soccer team is, but didn't have a chance to I had a chance to visit the city. You know, I had a contact with a team doctor 2 years before I resigned here. I don't know, resign, but sign here. So I had I think summer before I signed here, I was 2 or 3 weeks here in Munich. Vasa left apartment, left me his apartment. I was with my girlfriend back then, now my wife, and we had a great time during the summer here. So kind of know the city, had the chance to see it a little bit, and I knew where I coming. So it was easy decision, honestly.
It sounds like everything kind of came together. You had people playing here who knew the club, would tell you.
Yeah.
You were already here. You knew how the summer is like. I mean, winters are maybe a little tough, but summers are great.
Yeah.
And you have the Serbian DNA, right?
Yeah.
With Marko being here.
Yeah.
And a lot of
No, honestly,
right?
That was the first thing that I was pretty surprised how much Yugo people live here. You know, having the contacts around the city, in the restaurants, or wherever you go, speaking with the people, and then notice that they come from Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, or, you know, wherever. So that was the surprise, and just seeing people in a neighborhood. So didn't know that it's that big, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really easy decision for me. The biggest question was that challenge that I set, and that talking with Marko was the goal of the club, you know, to grow up, to attack the playing in the EuroLeague, to attack the title here in Germany, to try to win the cup, to try to win the German championship. And we did it all. I mean, in these 5 years that I'm here, obviously nobody here is satisfied yet. We still, and I am personally pretty hungry, you know, to do much more. So it's right now from this point, like I said, I think was a good decision, and I'm happy that I decided to come here.
Seems like winning is the one force that kind of drives your career, right?
I think it's come with the DNA, you know, being third kid in a family, fighting for everything from the early ages. Yes, that was part of me always. Just playing any kind of sport for the school, I think I always wanted to win.
How does Coach Trinchieri deal with losses? Is he somebody that looks back and kind of, you know, have you guys do video sessions and look at what went wrong? Or is he a guy that always looks forward and kind of, you know, sees what the mistakes were and just kind of works on that quietly with you guys?
I think it depends of the schedule of what is next game that we're gonna have. I mean, obviously him with his coaching staff is making different decisions, the decisions that he think is the best for the team in that moment. Andrea is really a great coach. Result that he made through seasons, being a head coach, showing how big he is. I mean, from all the sides of basketball knowledge, details, be ready to really be 100% dedicated to basketball. I think the energy that he's ready to come every day and transfer that energy on the team is the biggest quality.
You had a pretty famous quote during the Audi Dome tournament where you talked about the chemistry, or you kind of answered a question about the chemistry of the team. This year, this seems to be totally different, a night and day. Is coach?
What was the famous quote?
Well, they asked you about, well, do you guys have like chemistry problems? And you were like, yeah, don't you see it, on the court? And
no, I'm kidding.
well, this year it's totally different. Is coach most responsible for that? That his environment that he created kind of, creates this chemistry you guys have?
For sure. I think everybody of us has the part of responsibility, but the most important thing is having a successful season. Like I said, after the winning is everything is much easier, and the big wins especially in the EuroLeague or in a German league, in the derby games like Alba Berlin, Bamberg, or big games like this, we really become closer as a group of guys. Now this season is a little bit different than the previous one, with all the circumstances around us, maybe not having that much of the time to hang around off the court, going to some dinners, going to bars, maybe go out, you know, in some club, because sometimes these things are also important for a team chemistry. So this year is a little bit different, and everything comes at the end on having a great chemistry on the court during the practice and on the road trips, and winning the games. It's easier to make this chemistry, you know. So I think the season that we have until now, it's the thing that chemistry here is good. I mean, around all the other things, coach having huge things also, but us as a players, but having a successful season is the things that bring us together.
Ja, liebe Basketball-Fans, wenn euch das gefallen hat, dieser kleine Ausschnitt von Open Court, ab jetzt gibt es alle 2 Wochen neue Folgen. Link findet ihr unten in der Beschreibung.